I passed my ham radio exam. Now what? Part 3, resources. Got that coming up next. Bill from Ham Radio Basics here. If you like the content of this video or anything on my channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you don't miss any future content. With that, let's begin. I'm doing a multi-part series on I've passed my ham radio exam, now what? In the first part, we took a look at the many benefits of joining the American Radio Relay League, or ARRL. In the second part, we took a look at the many benefits of joining a local ham radio club. And in the third part, we're going to take a look at the different resources that you will be able to use to help you guide you along your journey. So without any further ado, let's roll that clip in its entirety. Today we're going to go ahead and take a look at resources. And resources, what I mean are websites that can give you a host of information. Now I'm going to go ahead and post a link in the description of the video that will contain all of the links to these websites. Now, most of these I have visited, I have used, and they have been fantastic. So without any further ado, let's go ahead and start sharing my screen and we'll dive right into this. Now, the first ones we're going to take a look at are the FCC websites. Now, the first part of regarding the FCC is you'll need to get a FCC registration number and FRN, and I provided a link in the description here as well. Now, the next part that you need to take a look at is the licensing manager, and this is where you're going. It'll be your home after you go ahead and get your FRN. This will be important information, and obviously you need to write down your FRN number or print off your email with it, and of course your password, and make sure that you have that. This is where you're going to be able to renew your license when it comes time for license renewal. You can go ahead and print copies from this as well to your heart's content, which is great. So it's easily accessible. Of course, we've already gone over in part 1 of the series ARRL and it's all its many benefits. And again, I'll provide a link in the description as well. Now, one of the more popular resources and popular sites it's called QRZ, and it provides a whole host of information. Have a database where you can look up call signs, amateur radio news, forums. There's a store. They have a swap meet. There's different resources, how to contact them, subscribe, and you can tell, I am a member here. And it also provides propagation here. And you can take a look with HF conditions. It'll look at VHF conditions. And of course, there's a lot of ads on this here as well. But it is a great site. It is a great resource. I highly recommend that you go ahead and bookmark that. Now, a similar one to this, and I think it's probably the best in terms of product reviews, is eham.net. They do have classifieds, a forum, some news, as you can see on here, propagation, articles, spots, calendar. They have some surveys. But I think their greatest, the greatest part of this site is their product reviews. They are absolutely fantastic. You can take a look here. It covers just about everything that you can think of. And it will list what the most current one is. And what's nice about this is when you become, when you become affiliated with eham.net, you can get email reminders whenever there's an update for a review that you would be interested in. Say there's a certain rig that you're interested in and you want to make sure that you get all the newest reviews, you can do that on here. This is absolutely fantastic, something I absolutely highly recommend. Now, in conjunction with this is a must-have, radioreference.com. This will be an excellent resource for you for all your needs regarding stations in your area. This is not only used for ham radio, this is also used for, any type of radio reference is going to be in this database. You can see right here. You can see there's a frequency database. There's an amateur radio database here. You can look up call signs, different forums that you have here. It does provide just some absolutely fantastic references that you can have here. Here's the reference database. Now I'm going to go ahead and select near me, and you can see it comes up. I live in Hillsborough County, Florida. You can take a look and see all of the different examples. Let's go ahead and I'm going to go ahead and click on one here for Tampa International Airport. And you can take a look at list of frequency, license, type, tone, alpha tag, description, air traffic control. And this is invaluable information. And this is something that I highly recommend that you bookmark. And also, I do have a paid membership to this as well too. And you can use this also in programming your HTs. It's fantastic to be able to do that, to download the frequencies. Again, Radio Reference is something that I highly recommend, and also that you pay for your membership with this as well too, because you do get a host of benefits with that. Now we're going to go ahead and take a look at radio or rig manufacturers, and the first here is KENWOOD. And to know, with a lot of these you will see it's USA on here. This is not the Japanese website or the Chinese website. Most of course, most of the ham radio manufacturers are over in Japan, but this is KENWOOD, and this is coming from an amateur radio perspective here. You can take a look, and it shows what their current lineup is. Next, we'll take a look at ICOM here, and again, you'll notice, this is ICOM America, and the website's in English, and it does have a whole host of information here, different videos, history about the company, latest news. This is something that you should definitely bookmark. Now, of course, Yaesu. Now, this is Yaesu's direct site right here, www.yaesu.com. And you can see, of course, they're promoting their latest and their greatest here. And they talk about what they have right here. They also talk about different sales and promotions that they're offering right now. So this is a great resource, and this is something that I would recommend that you bookmark as well. Now, Elecraft, you've probably heard of them, or if you're new to ham radio, you might not have. They make some of the best ham radios in the world. However, they're some of the most expensive ham radios in the world as well too, and they have an incredibly long waiting list. But from what everything that everybody has said about them, they are all well worth waiting for. So if this is something that you want to check out, I highly recommend doing that. Now, FlexRadio is something that's new to me. When I was preparing this video, it's something that I had not come across before, but they do have some interesting products here, and this is part of a radio head for another one of their units right here. So this is real interesting, and I'm going to be taking a look at that. So that's something that I put on this list as well. Now, of course, BridgeCom Systems, and I believe they're out of Missouri with their Anytone radios. This is something BridgeCom does made a lot of inroads in the ham radio market, and it's something that I highly suggest that you take a look at it. It's not everyone's cup of tea, but you definitely want to check it out and take a look. Their radios are very reasonably priced, I think. Now we're going to take a look at some accessories websites. We're going to start off with MFJ. MFJ is an absolutely fantastic company. You'd be able to buy things such as antennas, power supplies, coax here, connectors, you name it, they have it at MFJ. Tripods, antenna stands, it's just a whole host of things. It is an American company, and they did say there's a scam website currently advertising as MFJ. These are some of the products that they offer. Again, they have a very solid reputation. They make quality products. They do stand behind their products, and I do have a couple of MFJ products as well. Powerwerx is absolutely fantastic. I've gotten several things from them. They do have Anderson Powerpole products here. They are absolutely fantastic. It's something that I highly recommend. They have a whole different host of accessories: Powerpole connectors, batteries, chargers, digital meters. I mean, you name it. If you want to set up your own Go box, you can do it with a lot of the equipment that they have here. They have solar and portable power. This is definitely a place you should bookmark. I've done business with them. They're absolutely fantastic. You definitely want to go ahead and check them out. Now, along the lines of Powerwerx is West Mountain Radio. They provide just some absolutely fantastic solutions Powerpole cables, custom power cables, custom battery boxes, um, audio wear, battery analyzers, DC power, and they have rig runners. Now, you've probably seen them, and you've probably, in smaller forms, and have maybe even purchased. I purchased something similar out on eBay, and they make some fantastic products here. Okay, you can see they make different forms of that, and let's go ahead. I'm just going to go ahead and put a close up in on one of these rig runners right here. You can see here's your DC in right here. This also has USB ports, which is fantastic. There's fuses up along the top here. It is a great solution for your shack, and I know a lot of people have these in their shacks and are absolutely fantastic, and they do build quality products. Is also evidenced not only by there's always been there's been a supply and chain issue, but they're so popular these get sold out very quickly. So this is definitely a site that you want to bookmark. Now, Tigertronics is something new. I hadn't heard of them before, but I have heard of Signal Link USB. It's an integrated USB sound card. They do have more products listed on their site. It's definitely something that you want to go ahead and check out. Now, Astron, they have probably some of the best power solutions in the amateur radio business. I'm going to be going ahead and getting one. I'd ordered one, and there was a mistake in the order. It didn't have the digital voltmeter, amp meter on the front. So I went ahead and I'm going to go ahead and reorder that here. You can see there's, they have connectors on the back. There's Powerpole connectors on the front. There's circuitry in there. They're not noisy. They have an excellent reputation, and they stand behind their products. And this is definitely something you want to check out. Now, LDG Electronics makes some of the best tuners that are out there, bar none. I'm looking at probably getting one for my 7300. They're just absolutely fantastic from everything I've heard. I don't know people that have had them yet, but they have a great website. They have some videos out there. It does a great job. It's automatic tuning as well too. They are a little pricey. Probably about I'm looking for is about $300, but it does have some great reviews. So that's definitely something that you want to check out. Now, another place for accessories is KF7P Metalworks, your one-stop shop for grounding, bonding, lightning protection, tower equipment, and custom-made entry panels. You can see this is a custom-made entry panel here for the side of your house, which is absolutely fantastic. And there's some more variations of that here as well. They offer a whole host of accessories. You can see there's a HF choke on here. There's pulleys. There's things to help with towers right here. They do offer same-day shipping. It looks like an excellent resource for definitely for those of you that are looking to ground your system, tower equipment, and wanting to get an entry panel for your house. So definitely that's something that you want to check out. Now, Radio Waves is something new to me. I have not heard of them before. They're an antenna company, and you can see they have different types of antennas here. Double bazooka antenna, Sentinel hex beam antenna that goes from 825 to 1300, tactical vest antenna, which is interesting, Saturn fan dipoles, DX off center fed Windham, folded terminated dipole. Definitely want to check them out. They look like they're a good company. I haven't seen any reviews of them, but this is something that I just wanted to go ahead and make you aware of that. Now, another antenna company that I've actually heard of before is Tarheel Antennas, and it's interesting they mentioned Tarheel, and it looks like they're located in Missouri as well. You can take a look. They have mobile antennas here, mounts, and it looks like they have other accessories as well. Programmable controller. So it's definitely something that I think you want to go ahead and check out. They look like a great resource. Now, Cushcraft, it's owned by MFJ. If you look up Cushcraft on its own, you will find it all associated with MFJ. That's because MFJ bought them out. They do have a great set of antennas that are available at MFJ. They are not they are not cheap. They do work. They are a quality product. They do have some good write-ups. So I think that's something that you definitely want to go ahead and check out. Now, Comet antennas are something that I think we're all familiar with. A lot of us are that have been in ham radio for a while. They build a very solid, good antenna. This is their company's website. More often than not, you'll be buying these products through some of the websites that we have coming up. But I believe they build a great product. I've been impressed with their performance and reliability. So again, this is a website for you to bookmark, check out, and have handy. Now, another antenna company that I recommend is Diamond Antennas. They make great antennas, and one of the things that I really like about Diamond is they have great instructions with their antennas. So this is something that you definitely want to go ahead and check out. Step IR, they were actually new to me when I was doing research for this video. They do have commercial options and amateur radio options. Now, one of the things that let's say, for instance, let's take a look at some vertical antennas here. These vertical antennas start out at about $1,900. So if you've hit Powerball or the Lotto, this is probably the place that you want to go ahead and buy antennas. These look like some high quality products. I don't know a lot about them. I'm gonna do some more investigating, but they do look like a good company, and it was something that I would highly recommend that you check out. Now on to probably the main websites that I would suggest that you look at for purchasing products directly from them. The first is DX Engineering. And I will say this about all of these websites here, the three big ones. I've purchased products off of all of them. And another tip to pass along to you: prices are within probably $10 to $15 of all of these websites. Now, the one thing that I can say about DX Engineering that I really do like, on orders that are over $90, they will ship ground free the contiguous US, which is really nice, because if you're spending some serious coin with ham radio products, which you will if you're into this hobby, it will cost you some money. It does pay off in the long run, because you won't have to be paying anything additional for shipping. But DX Engineering stands behind their products. They have great customer service. They are fantastic. I've returned some items to them, and they have been great about processing the returns. They're great about that. They're up in Ohio. You can find them at Dayton whenever the convention's there. So you definitely want to go ahead and check them out. They're a great company. Great customer service, highly recommend it. And of course, everybody knows about Ham Radio Outlet. Their name speaks for itself. We're fortunate here in Florida that where I live here in the Tampa area, we had one open up near the Orlando area, which is a little over an hour away from me, which was fantastic, because before, the closest one to me was in Atlanta, Georgia. So, if you go there, you'll probably empty your wallet, and your wife might not be too happy. But it is, as somebody put, it is a modern day equivalent of a toy store for us. Just fantastic service here. I called one of them up, and I wanted to have was inquiring about a cable, and they custom made a cable for me. They normally don't do that, but I asked them about it, and they said, we'll be happy to do that, and they did. And I can't say enough about them. Their return policy is great. They've always treated me well. I have been very pleased with them and their service. Again, it's a company that I highly recommend. And along those lines is Gigaparts as well too. Gigaparts is absolutely fantastic. They're relatively close to me. They're over and out. Not too far. They're up in the southeast. Again, they're competitive with prices. They have a great superstore. They ship relatively fast. I've had nothing but success with that. Again, I've ordered off of them. They've been good. They run several sweepstakes. All of them do, but they do as well. And it always pays to sign up for these sweepstakes, because you never know if you have a chance to win anything. Now, MTC is out of Texas. You may not have heard of them before, but they do a fantastic job of keeping things in stock. A lot of times, if you can't find anything at DX Electronics or Ham Radio Outlet or Gigaparts, MTC may have that. So this is a website you definitely want to bookmark and check out and have in your back pocket so you can reference them. And another place is Amateur Radio Supplies. They do have a lot of great things, antennas, supplies, and equipment. You can see right here, they have a lot of ARRL publications here. It's something that you definitely want to go ahead and check out. Now, all the websites that I checked about, there will be a link in the description that will have a list of all of these different websites for you to look at your leisure. Thanks so much. Question of the day. What did you think of I passed my ham radio exam, now what? Part 3, resources. Let me know in the comments section below. Don't forget, you can find us also on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram as well. And remember, as always, it's a great day to make a QSO. 7 threes, everyone.